At 6:30 a.m., the stillness of a queen's apartment envelopes Eleanor, 73, as she opens the fridge door. Since her husband's passing, solitude has become her companion, and most mornings find her reheating the remnants of the previous night's meal. Today, it's a simple plate of sautéed mushrooms paired with leftover mashed potatoes. Just a minute in the microwave, and breakfast is ready. Harmless, isn't it? But here's the crux of the matter. By the time lunch rolls around, Eleanor notices her hands swelling, her legs weighed down, and her mind clouded, as if sleep has eluded her. She attributes it to age or perhaps the weather. Yet, it's not the weather at all. It's the contents of her plate. What she has reheated could be subtly undermining her joints, her memory, and her heart. Not all leftovers are created equal. Some foods, when reheated, lose their goodness, while others can become quite perilous, particularly for those over 60. However, there's a silver lining. A few simple adjustments in what you choose to reheat can enhance your digestion, safeguard your brain, and even elevate your energy levels day by day. In this video, I will reveal the 3 foods that seniors should avoid reheating, alongside 3 others that surprisingly gain health benefits when warmed correctly. In conclusion, I will unveil an unexpected food that many seniors consume weekly, which could be quietly harming your body without any noticeable symptoms. So remain by my side. This has the potential to subtly transform your eating habits and your overall well-being. Speech balloon. For those who prioritize mindful eating as they grow older, be sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell. If you've ever found yourself reheating a meal without a second thought, go ahead and type yes in the comments. You are not solitary in this journey, and the insights you will uncover today may very well astonish you. 1. Oatmeal, a cozy hug for the stomach and soul. Each morning, Mr. Harold, a 68-year-old retired teacher residing in Portland, enters his kitchen with a sense of ritual. He takes his time. He no longer bypasses breakfast as he did in his youth. Instead, he carefully retrieves a glass container from the fridge. Yesterday's oats, having been chilled overnight, find their way into a saucepan. He introduces a splash of almond milk and gently warms the mixture on the stove. As the fragrant notes ascend, cinnamon, oats, and a whisper of walnut, Harold's smile broadens. Yet, he might be unaware that this seemingly mundane task of reheating oatmeal stands as one of the wisest decisions for his aging physique. Upon cooking and cooling oatmeal, the starches undergo a transformation into what is known as resistant starch. When reheated gently, these starches persist, nourishing beneficial gut bacteria, enhancing digestion, and maintaining stable blood sugar levels throughout the morning. This signifies the end of energy dips at 10 a.m. No more mental haze. There is no unexpected craving, only clarity and tranquility. Yet, there is more beneath the surface. Oatmeal boasts a wealth of beta-glucan, a soluble fiber known for its ability to reduce bad cholesterol, safeguarding your heart day in and day out. When you incorporate a handful of chopped walnuts, a dash of cinnamon, and perhaps a few blueberries, you are crafting a bowl brimming with antioxidants, fiber, and heart-boosting benefits. For seniors such as Harold, oatmeal transcends the realm of mere breakfast. It embodies a form of prevention elegantly contained within a bowl, a nurturing gesture for your digestive health, your emotional well-being, and the path ahead. Speech balloon. Have you ever experienced a sense of tranquility after enjoying a warm bowl of oatmeal? Share your thoughts in the comments by typing oatmeal wins. For in moments of quiet, the tiniest dishes hold the most profound restoration. 2. Vegetable soup, a soothing remedy for joints, immunity, and the spirit. On a tranquil afternoon in Asheville, North Carolina, Mrs. June Whitaker, aged 75, sets a modest pot upon the stove. Within it lies the remnants of a robust vegetable soup crafted 2 nights prior, a medley of carrots, celery, sweet potatoes, and kale, all simmered with garlic and fragrant herbs. She stirs with care, observing the steam ascend as the broth awakens once more. What June fails to recognize is that this seemingly mundane task, reheating soup, is benefiting her joints, bolstering her immunity, and uplifting her mood in ways she has yet to comprehend. When soup is prepared and allowed to rest overnight, a remarkable transformation occurs. The cell walls of the vegetables soften further, releasing minerals and phytonutrients that may have eluded absorption initially. Upon gentle reheating, the broth evolves into a richer, deeper, and far more nourishing elixir. For seniors, as their immune systems may wane and joints may begin to ache with the passage of time, this signifies one essential truth: a natural, warm, anti-inflammatory remedy in every spoonful. Garlic serves to diminish inflammation. Turmeric soothes joint discomfort. Parsley enhances vitamin K, essential for robust bones. And what of the warm liquid itself? It enhances circulation, alleviates stiffness, and softly dilates blood vessels in chilly hands and feet. For older adults facing challenges with appetite or digestion, soup emerges as a gentle companion, easy to consume, soothing to the stomach, and brimming with hydration. It provides nourishment without excess, offering comfort without the burden of heaviness. Let us not overlook the emotional dimension. A bowl of vegetable soup embodies memories of family, tradition, and the meticulous care infused into its creation. It transcends mere sustenance. It is all about connection. It is tranquility. It's a gentle sigh amidst the stretch of a lengthy afternoon. Here's a little secret. The next time you reheat your soup, consider adding a dash of olive oil or a sprinkle of fresh herbs before serving. Not only will you enhance its healing qualities, but you'll also transform a simple leftover into a delightful act of rejuvenation. Yet, soup is not the sole silent remedy residing in your refrigerator. Speech balloon. Share soup saves in the comments if a warm bowl of soup has ever lifted your spirits, even if the reason was a mystery. And remember to subscribe for more insights on senior health like this. 3. Brown rice, a subtle bedrock for endurance and vitality. In a humble abode nestled in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Mr. Raymond, a 70-year-old retired mailman, finds solace by the window each evening as he readies his dinner. He opens the refrigerator, retrieves a container of yesterday's brown rice, and tenderly steams it with a splash of water. His words are few, yet this ritual? It conveys a depth of meaning. For someone like Raymond, who grapples with joint stiffness, fatigue, and borderline diabetes, the simple act of reheating brown rice becomes a subtle yet profound means of safeguarding his body from within. Brown rice may appear unassuming, yet, in contrast to white rice, it retains its bran and germ, rich in magnesium, B vitamins, and fiber. And this is where it becomes captivating for seniors. Upon cooking, cooling, and subsequently reheating brown rice, a transformation occurs, resulting in the formation of resistant starch. This intricate carbohydrate not only decelerates digestion, but also enhances blood sugar regulation and nourishes beneficial gut bacteria. This signifies enhanced energy, an uplifted mood, and a reduction in those sugar crashes that leave you feeling weak or clouded. Seniors facing muscle loss, nighttime leg cramps, or sluggish recovery post-walking may find relief in reheated brown rice, as its magnesium content aids in muscle relaxation and supports nervous system regulation. In contrast to hearty dishes, rice offers a soothing, nurturing quality, proving to be remarkably versatile. Raymond occasionally incorporates tender beans, vibrant spinach, or a delicately poached egg, creating a cozy, all-in-one meal that warms the soul. Moreover, there exists another aspect. Rice holds the essence of memory. It is a dish that transcends time, shared in quiet moments around tables brimming with love, struggle, and restoration. To reheat, it is not merely a matter of convenience. It embodies a ritual, a gesture of reverence, for your body and for the journey that has brought you here. However, It's important to note that not all reheated meals are beneficial like brown rice. Certain dishes, when warmed up again, can subtly betray you, increasing inflammation, disrupting your digestion, and even clouding your mind. The next item you choose to reheat could very well be the culprit behind your joint pain or the weakness in your legs. Join me as we delve into the 3 foods that seniors should absolutely avoid reheating, beginning with one that appears innocuous, yet may harbor hidden dangers. Speech balloon. Should brown rice have graced your meals at any point? Share rice wisdom in the comments. You may be doing your future self a greater service than you realize. 3. Foods that seniors should avoid reheating. Mushroom 1. Cooked mushrooms. The concealed peril lurking below. In a serene suburban kitchen on the outskirts of Denver, 74-year-old Mrs. Lucia Bennett concludes her lunch. A plate of reheated sautéed mushrooms from the previous evening's dinner. She feels perfectly well, perhaps slightly overindulgent. Feeling a touch weary, as the evening unfolds, a sense of lightheadedness envelopes her. A wave of nausea washes over me. Her stomach feels unsettled. It's not the flu. It is not her medication. It is the mushrooms. Mushrooms possess a certain delicacy, particularly when subjected to heat. Their amino acids and proteins respond sensitively to cooking. During that initial encounter with heat, their structures transform, facilitating a smoother digestion. However, when you reheat them, particularly at elevated temperatures or in an uneven manner, those very proteins may denature once more, creating compounds that your aging digestive system struggles to process effectively. For the younger crowd, this may seem insignificant. However, for seniors who experience a slower metabolism, diminished gut enzymes, or sensitive stomachs, the consequences can manifest as bloating, nausea, or a lingering fatigue that endures throughout the day. Of even greater concern is the fact that mushrooms, when left unrefrigerated for extended periods, can transform into a breeding ground for bacteria, such as Clostridium botulinum or Listeria. Silent, unseen dangers that flourish when food cools at a sluggish pace and is reheated without caution. The immediate effects may not be apparent. However, the gradual influence on your digestive health, nervous system, and immune response, particularly as one ages, can be significant. Mushrooms are a treasure, grounded, sumptuous, and restorative when fresh. Yet, they were never intended to be resurrected. Savor them in the moment, while they're warm and nourishing. Then allow them to depart. Your body, your mind, and your equilibrium will express gratitude. Yet, mushrooms are not the sole food that can betray you upon a second encounter. The next contender is even more unexpected, frequently regarded as the ideal protein source for seniors. However, when subjected to reheating, it might be gradually putting strain on your heart and digestive system. Speech balloon. Have you ever found yourself reheating mushrooms, blissfully unaware of the potential dangers? If this revelation took you by surprise, type "No more mushrooms" in the comments. You're certainly not alone. 2. PGGS. The quiet transition from sustenance to detriment. Every Sunday morning in St. Louis, 67-year-old Mr. Clarence gently warms a leftover egg sandwich from Saturday's brunch. He places it in the microwave, pours himself a cup of coffee, and settles into his chair by the window. The taste is just fine. It feels substantial. Yet, 2 hours later, Clarence finds himself groggy, bloated, and oddly disoriented. What transpired? The solution is found within the eggs. Eggs stand as one of nature's most complete foods, particularly when they are fresh. They provide high-quality protein, choline essential for brain health, and vitamin D crucial for strong bones. However, when you reheat eggs, particularly fried or scrambled, their structure undergoes a transformation. The proteins that once provided nourishment for your muscles now turn tougher, making them more challenging to digest. And what about the fats in the yolk? Upon encountering elevated temperatures once more, they start to oxidize, transforming into substances that encourage inflammation and strain your arteries. For seniors grappling with high cholesterol, blood pressure, or digestive issues, the simple task of warming up eggs in a pan or microwave transforms into an unnoticed daily burden. What could be more dire? Numerous individuals consume reheated eggs that have been stored overnight in greasy containers or combined with cheese or meat. This particular mixture, when subjected to heat once more, generates byproducts that subtly burden the liver, the gut, and the heart. Eggs aren't the foe. It's all about the timing. Savor them fresh. Boiled, poached, softly scrambled, savor them immediately. For once they have settled, cooled, and faced another onslaught, they might rebel against the very vessel you seek to nurture. Eggs, much like mushrooms, impart a profound lesson. Even the most wholesome foods, when mishandled, can subtly erode your vitality, digestion, and mental clarity. However, what about the subsequent dish? It stands as a cherished staple in American households, beloved for its comforting essence. Yet, it harbors a potential peril, particularly for those aged over 60. Speech balloon. Have you ever set aside eggs for a future moment without a second thought? Share your thoughts by typing "no more reheated eggs" in the comments if this has shifted your perspective. And remember to subscribe for more transformative insights on healthy aging. 3. White potatoes, the comfort that subtly deceives. On a brisk evening in the heart of rural Pennsylvania, Mrs. Dorothy, aged 79, envelopes herself in a cozy shawl as she approaches the microwave. With care, she sets a plate of leftover mashed potatoes inside, creamy, soft, and buttery remnants from the warmth of Sunday's family gathering. The aroma evokes a tapestry of memories: the joyful laughter of her late husband, the playful scurrying of grandkids through the hall, the inviting warmth of bustling tables. She savors the first bite. It remains delightful, a source of comfort. Yet, as the hour passes, a heaviness settles in her feet. Her balance feels just a touch unsteady. She attributes it to the inevitable passage of time. Yet, in reality, it is the potatoes. White potatoes, while cherished by many, rank notably high on the glycemic index, indicating that they swiftly convert into sugar within the bloodstream. Upon cooking, cooling, and reheating, their structure undergoes transformations that may exacerbate insulin resistance, particularly when paired with butter or cream. For seniors, this translates to abrupt surges in blood sugar, dips in energy levels, inflammation impacting joints, nerves, and even the brain. However, the true issue lies in what remains unnoticed initially. As time passes, the continual reheating and consumption of white potatoes may lead to diminished circulation in the legs and feet, sensations of numbness or tingling, a clouded mind following meals. Many seniors find themselves reheating potatoes in plastic containers, unaware that they may be leaching harmful chemicals such as bisphenol A, BPA, into their food, a substance associated with hormonal imbalances and potential heart problems. White potatoes are not the enemy. However, at this point in our journey, it is essential to distinguish between what offers us comfort and what genuinely sustains us. Consider opting for sweet potatoes instead. They are abundant in antioxidants and fiber. Or even better, savor white potatoes in their fresh state, but forego the microwave reprise. What about the expense of this daily ritual? It transcends mere bloating or stiffness. It embodies a profound loss of energy. Clarity has slipped away. Strength has slipped away. Release the elements that deceive you, even when they present themselves in comforting, velvety forms. Embrace the nourishment that genuinely supports your enduring well-being. Speech balloon. Should you have ever ventured into the realm of reheating mashed potatoes, blissfully unaware of the potential pitfalls, please express your solidarity by typing "no more leftover potatoes" in the comments. Share this video with someone dear to you, for a warm plate should never compromise lasting vitality. With the passage of time, Each bite takes on a significance we often overlook. The seemingly mundane task of reheating a meal, an action we often perform without a moment's pause, can subtly influence our digestion, our memory, and even our ability to move. Yet, the reality is this: embracing the passage of time gracefully is not rooted in fear. It arises from a deep sense of awareness. It stems from a series of small, deliberate, and mindful decisions, such as recognizing the right moment to warm your oatmeal and understanding when to release the remnants of yesterday's eggs. Your kitchen transcends mere functionality. It serves as a sanctuary for nourishment and restoration. With each reheated soup and every warm bowl of brown rice, you're not merely nourishing your body. You're affirming to yourself, I still care. I still choose life. Healthy aging is not about doing more. It's about focusing on what truly matters with a sense of wisdom. Tomorrow, as you approach the fridge and catch sight of those leftovers, take a moment. Reflect. Will this meal invigorate me or drain my energy? Select wisely, because you are worthy of vitality. You are entitled to lucidity. You deserve to feel powerful each and every day. Speech balloon: should this video impart even a single lesson, please share "I choose wisely" in the comments. Pushpin: remember to pass this video along to someone who could benefit from it. A single click has the power to transform their eating habits and influence the passage of time upon their bodies. Bell: join us at Wisdom and Wellness, a space crafted thoughtfully for you in every video. I appreciate your time and attention in watching. Remain resilient. Remain vigilant. Wishing you good health.